Hello and welcome back to another episode of Wisdom for the Weekend. If you are joining for the first time, Wisdom for the Weekend come out every Friday, and they're about 5 to 8 minutes or so. And I just talk about something that either I read or heard from another podcast, or just something that has been resonating with me that I feel may be helpful in your journey through life. So this week I'm talking about living fully now. And I had this talk with Amber Chalice. And she actually was just interviewed again for the podcast. And she talked about something that I think is so relevant in my life and possibly in yours as well, where I feel that a lot of people tend to kind of hold off on doing things, whether it's planning a trip or, maybe going back to school or, taking a class or becoming certified in something. And it's just something, that your heart really desires, but you kind of just put it off for all kinds of reasons, like you don't have the time or the money or, Ibiza, I would love to go there one day. I always hear people saying that stuff. Or, oh my God, wouldn't it be so fun to, trek through the Grand Canyon and camp out, or go down the Colorado River, or, oh my God, wouldn't it be amazing to live in, some other place in the world that you've never lived, or a different state or something like that. Or, oh God, I would really love to have a pet, or something that you've maybe been really desiring, but you kind of just keep putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. And trust me, I've done this. But I am really trying. So this is my year of yes, by the way. This is my year of saying yes to a lot of things that I normally would say no to, or, even something like going out at night, on a random night, or maybe I would say no because I have to work the next day, or I have a lot of work to do that evening, or stuff I need to catch up on. Maybe I would say no to that. Well, now this year, it's no, fuck it. You know what? I'm just going to say yes to everything. And let me just see what that feels like. Can I just tell you that my life is just way more richer than it has ever been? And I am also in the midst of planning this really fantastic European vacation that I'm planning this year. And it's going to be about 3 weeks, which for me that would probably be the longest time that I've been away from my business and all of that. So I happily am going to places that I have always said I've wanted to go, and I'm doing it finally. And there's just all sorts of things. Every day I'm making a decision to do something that I have never done. Every day I'm oh my God, I always wanted to learn that. And I'm yeah, you know what? I'm going to buy the book and I'm going to learn how to do that. So I'm taking action towards things that I have been desiring. Why wait? I think people just want to wait, or I'll just do it next year, or, I'll just after I retire. I don't know. There's lots of excuses. But you know what? Take one step towards something you want, whether you are, saving money for that, or look at your calendar and put it in there. If it's a vacation, like Ibiza or something like that, or Tahiti, put it on your calendar. Look at the dates, look it up, Google, when is the best time to go to Ibiza? It is the summer. I know, because I looked into that this year as well. And probably August, maybe July, August, September, if you don't really want the crowds. September would be a good time in case that's something that you want to do. And plan it. So just to plan it out, when are the best dates? And let me just check some Airbnb, or let me just see how much that, to stay in some hotel would be. And then start asking, like, do you want to go alone? Do you want to go with a friend or friends or your partner, or like who was going to go with you? Part of my trip is actually, I'm totally going solo, which is going to be so fantastic because I get to flirt, eat, and drink my way through Italy. I mean, if you are a good friend of mine and you know me very well and you're listening to me right now, you know who you are. I can't think of anything better that I would want to do than to flirt with some Italian men. I mean, come on, you guys know me. So I don't want anybody with me. I'm like solo. I want to just rent my car. I want to just go through like the rolling hills of Tuscany, go to some wine tasting, some spa time. I have it all planned out. So, and I'm meeting my friend who's also going to be on the podcast. It would have already aired. My friend Erica Landau, we are going to be spending some time in Portugal together, which is going to be fantastic. And we did a podcast together called The Joy of Being Single, Child-Free, and Over 40. So if that at all interests you, you should head on over and check out that podcast. And that's going to be at margaretromero.com /episode 29. So is there something that you've been just like wanting to go visit, something to do, a class you want to take, a course you want to be certified in, a place you want to live? I don't know. What could it be? Something fantastic. Like just plan it, start planning it. Because you know what? Life's too freaking short. Like you don't know that you're going to be here till, you're retired. I mean, plus you really want to wait until you're out, like after retired, if you have time right now. I don't know how old you are. Maybe you're 30, 40, 50, whatever. But why wait? Like, why wait to like have this like extremely like blissful time? Like start planning that shit now, girl, and do it. Do it. Take it from me. Follow me on Instagram at Margaret Romero. And you're going to see what I'm up to. And also when I'm on my trip in mid to late June into July, I'll be coasting around in Europe. So think about something. Take this weekend, take the time, plan something. And listen, I'm going to post this on, if you're not a part of my private Facebook group, come on in there because I'm going to start actually being a little bit more active. I have to be honest, I haven't been that active on there. So I want to be more active and come join me on there because after these episodes, I just want to ask some questions like, did you do anything? Did you plan something? Like, I want to know about it. Tell me, please. Like, I will be ecstatic for you. And so find me on Facebook at margaretromero.com /Facebook. And let me know. Spend this weekend like planning a couple of things. Like just think outrageously for the weekend and plan something. And I want to hear about it in the Facebook group. So have a blissfully outrageous weekend and I will speak to you next week. Love to you all. Bye.